Sweet Home, Alabama is where we are tonight. Talladega Super Speedway as we begin round number 2 of the Misfit Media Truck Series, part of the Blown Piston Racing League. We welcome you to the track that was opened in 1969 and held the title of Alabama International Raceway. We know it today as Talladega Super Speedway, round number 1, or race 1, I should say, of round 2 of the chase. I am the Captain, Chris Scala. Welcome in as we broadcast live, as always, from the LMCgear.com broadcast booth. Make sure you check out LMCgear.com for great motorcycle and camping gear. 80 degrees outside, 88 degrees on the track under heavy overcast skies. And some 8-mile-an-hour winds going to play a little bit of role in qualifying here in just a few minutes. We get ready in the Talladega 212. Going to be a very fun races. Trucks are out there on track, running laps in practice right now. Don't worry, you're not hearing the cars purposely because we're going to focus on the drivers here for the next few minutes as we go to look at how we are shaping up right now in the points standings. Let's talk about the big news, obviously, to start with. If you weren't watching Sunday night's race from the Iowa Speedway, you heard me break the news out there. The big news coming out of the Truck Series Friday night, we have 9 drivers, not 8, in the second round. It was determined that Ryan Branchow is allowed into the second round of the playoffs, and the reason for that is because there isn't a tiebreaker rule. So technically, he was tied for 8th. He gets in. So he is the 9th player in the chase battle this season for the Elite 8 rounds. So we'll eliminate 5 instead of 4 when it comes to when it's all over with. So, of course, the points before you show it brought to you by Wise Choice Contracting, Window and Door Replacement Services, serving the Lou, St. Louis, Missouri area. Also, Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. So here they are, point standings up on the screen right now. And as you see, Justin Gann going to be the number 1 seed into the Elite 8 round here. Tommy Ryan, Avery Wilson, Caden Henry Oaks, Andrew Moore, Mike Perry, Aaron Gurwitz, Jason Branch, and Ryan Branchow. 9 drivers going for 4 spots. And, of course, to get in those 4 spots, you either have to win or be in the top 4 when you get done next week at the Iowa Speedway. And, of course, they have to get by this first wild card round, which anybody can win this race tonight when it is all over with. So with that said, we got about 15 minutes or so. And what we're going to do, we're going to keep the race itself. You're not going to hear audio from the cars. We'll just let you watch what is going on out there. I'll at least get the ticker up there and stuff so you can see what is going on out there on the track and who's running where. But we are going to talk to drivers as they get ready for the chase. And I'm actually going to start sort of backwards here because I want to talk to the guy who, when he left the track last week, was like, I'm not in. And then all of a sudden, it was changed, and he was in when it was all over with due to the rule that had not been written. Basically, it was a missing rule when it was all over with. We are going to talk to, as soon as I want to Hang on, let me make sure I get this right here real quickly and hit. Oh, that's gonna help me. That's why I haven't put the chat on, because people are saying words out there that are not nice. We'll talk to Ryan Branchow here in a second once I get things to cooperate with me. Basically, what I have to do is mute race chat real quick. Oh, that's why. All right, I figured out what button it is. There we go. So now they're muted. And let's bring in Ryan Branchow now to talk with us this evening. Ryan, of course, the big news, Friday night you left out of the track thinking you're out of the playoffs, and then you find out a few minutes later, oh, by the way, you're in because there's no tiebreaker rule. So you carry that momentum into Talladega tonight, and you still have a chance. You're one of 9 drivers going for 4 spots. Talk about the pressure that's on the line for you tonight and what you need to do to get yourself momentum to either win tonight or go to Iowa knowing that you have a chance to get in the Final Four.
Yeah, for sure. Last week was just completely crazy. It was very, very lucky, and I was glad to even be in the chase. I knew I could have gotten in just by myself, but I made a dumb mistake, and that could have cost me my season. Tonight, though, I love Talladega. We ran well at the start of the season. I think we got in a wreck late, used our quick fix, and was able to salvage a top 10 finish. Tonight, I don't want to go through that again. I think I'm just going to hang out and then pounce when I can to get some of those stage points. And they're at the end because I can't waste this opportunity. I got bailed out once. I won't get bailed out twice.
That's a pretty good way of looking at it tonight. So how do you survive Talladega?
Not to put my strategy out there for everybody to hear, possibly competitors, but I just kind of hang out, let everybody do their thing, keep my eyes way down track, and make sure that I don't get caught up in all the wrecks that will happen tonight.
Well, I was going to tell you there's only 2 real strategies you can do tonight. You can either run out front or run in the back when it's all over with. But, Ryan, we'll let you go. Get some more laps of practice. Your fellow 49ers are watching tonight from UNCC as you're a new student in that area. Congrats on that, and we wish you the best this evening.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to them. And, of course, a cereal club. I know some of them.
The what?
That's what we call ourselves. I don't know why, but that's
the cereal club?
We are the cereal club. God knows how we got that name, but I owned it. You can check out the hood of my car. It's a big old bowl of cereal.
I just picture you guys like having every box of potential cereal in your little rooms or whatever. That's crazy. But hey, nice job, man. We got to get you off here so you can go practice. But congrats and good luck tonight, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Ryan Branchow there. Let's get Mike Perry down here with us. Also, Mike Perry joins us in the number 2 truck. Mike, tonight, obviously, you start the new round. You started on the pole last week, had some momentum. Now tonight's the wild card at Talladega. You kind of mentioned how much pressure you have now that you've had a whole week to get ready for Talladega. How you feeling?
The pressure's still there, Chris. So, Talladega always seems like it always has a lot of pressure. So, just can't wait to get started and see what happens here.
Strategy tonight. Are you feeling running in the front, going to the back? What are we thinking?
I've always seemed to have some success if I hang out in the back, but we'll just see how it goes.
All right, Mike. We're going to make it short and sweet with you here. Got about 11 minutes left. Go get some more laps on track there, and best of luck to you and your 2 truck this evening.
Thanks, Chris. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Mike Perry joining us this evening. Let's get the guy that's going to be P2, I believe it is, entering the chase. Just going off the top of my head. A man that he is usually really fast on these tracks. Well, he's fast everywhere, but specifically Daytona and Talladega, the man that some could say a favorite for the pole tonight, Tommy Ryan, that Northern Tools F-150. Ryan, how you feeling about tonight's race, and any pressure on you?
No pressure at all, man. I think everybody knows what to expect. Um, I'm just going to go out here and qualify as best I can. Try to get a decent spot, and hopefully everything's kind of calm for the first part of the race, and we just kind of get to some green flag stops and kind of let that separate the men from the boys, and then hopefully, man, it would be nice to go green, but everybody watching this doesn't want to see that. That would be boring, right? So I'm just going to try to stay out of trouble, man, and just obviously going to try to win, but honestly, top 5 is going to feel like a win trying to get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, 2000 Talladega spring race, that race went green all the way, and it wasn't boring. Far from boring when Bobby Hamilton got that win. So, I mean, Talladega is going to bring the excitement. The question, obviously, is do you have a strategy in mind? Obviously, I know it's almost guaranteed you're going to start up front somewhere because you're that good of a qualifier. Is it stay up there as long as you can, and if you get in the middle of the pack, get to the back, or is it just stay up front and do whatever you got to do to be there?
Well, the strategy will be try to stay up front and be there and stay there. But if things are getting really crazy, and they will near the end of these stages, people are going to be pushing and shoving, and you don't want to get killed in those things. It's not going to be worth it if you end up dying. So it's just, how it is, man. These things they can get really crazy. But I'm going to run up front, man, and just dig and just be smart and not, I'm going to take care of my truck and dig to the end, man. You know my style, man.
I got you. Now, I'm trying to think here real quickly. Remind me, you do get a reset here, do you not?
Yeah, we do.
Race? That's what I thought. Yeah, so that'll help you too in case something does happen. So. Yep,
and I definitely, don't want to be in a position where I have to use that.
Right.
But it's there if you get caught up in somebody's misfortune. But we're gonna dig, man. This Northern Tool Chevy. It's not an
Chevy.
F-150,
Sorry, I'm the whole Ford thing. You know how that goes.
It's all good. We're gonna put this thing hopefully on the pole, man, and we're gonna dig. It, like I say, you're right. It is going to be exciting either way. But fans like to see crashes, but I don't want to see them. I want this thing to go green and let some skill take over in the pit road thing. But you got to execute, man. You got to get on and off that thing as quickly as you can so you don't lose a draft.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, Tommy. We'll let you go get ready. Got about 8 minutes left in practice here. We'll get these other drivers in here, but best of luck tonight in that Silverado.
Appreciate it, man. Hopefully in about an hour or so, I'll be back in here talking to you and collecting some prize money.
There you go, buddy. Hey, as long as I get half. Good luck.
Right on.
Tommy Ryan joining us there. Let's get the guy who enters the number 1 seed tonight's race. He actually won the last time we saw BPRL on the track, and that was Sunday in Iowa. Justin Gann joins us this evening. Justin, you 1 seed coming into Talladega tonight. So you're the one, I guess, if there is any such thing as the least amount of pressure at Talladega, you get it tonight. But how do you keep it that way?
Yeah, I think a big thing tonight's going to be taking some stage wins or get good amount of stage points, and hopefully getting the win tonight. But like you said, I got a little bit of breathing room, so hopefully I don't get wrecked out or wreck myself out and end up with a decent finish.
Well, that's pretty short and sweet tonight in that 30 truck. Strategy-wise, been asking them all. You looking to stay in the front as much as you can, ride in the back? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I never really qualified too well here, so I'm probably going to end up starting in the back, get a feel for everybody, see how they're racing around each other, and then start working my way up to the front. 25 laps will come up quick for that first stage.
There you go, and avoid the big ones and stuff. Well, Justin, good luck. We'll get you back there and ready for some more laps, and we'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate what you do.
Appreciate it, man. All right, so that's Justin Gann there. Let's get the man who, well, on the Clash side, the JM Transport Clash side, he won both stages last week and gave himself a huge boost. But tonight's the trucks for you, Kate and Henry Oaks. Talladega is here again. How do you strike gold tonight and get yourself into the Final Four?
Try to go up there, lead every lap, and win.
That's the simple way of doing it. Now, your expectations of tonight.
I'm gonna take the first couple laps probably to figure out where I'm gonna shuffle in the pack. Study how everybody's running each other, depending on if they're pinching or not, and I'm just gonna go for it, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna send it.
Send it. That's all you can do. Well, we wish you the best, buddy. We're trying to keep them as short as possible here interview-wise so we can get everybody in and get you some laps, something to drink or whatever you need before qualifying. So best of luck in your Cooper Standard F-150, I believe it is, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Caden Henry Oaks there. He's focused, I'd say. And let's bring in a man whose picture on Discord is a cheeseburger. Andrew Moore joins us. Andrew, obviously, last week you were the pole sitter in the truck. You come here tonight to Talladega. You're 11th fastest, and, well, you got to do what you got to do to get into the Final Four. How do you do so tonight?
Hey, Chris. Hopefully we get the luck with the pole tonight as well. But I'm just looking to run up front as much as I can tonight and wish for the best because there's a lot of luck at this track.
Is that the strategy for you tonight, to run up front?
Yeah, run up front. Tires aren't a big deal. Gas is going to be a big deal. We're going to have to pit before the first stage.
That is going to be a pretty big factor. We wish you the best, buddy. You got about 4 minutes left before Q. Get yourself ready, and best of luck, buddy.
Thanks, Chris. Have a good one.
You too. Andrew Moore joining us this evening. 2 more drivers left as we bring in Avery Wilson. Avery, you are sitting there 8th right now in practice. Of course, big race tonight to get yourself into that Final Four potentially here in just a couple weeks. How do you make it happen?
Yeah, I typically, kind of feel, get a feel for how the race is going to go. But tonight I got to be aggressive. And hopefully my teammate's going to be on the same page with me and we can get out front or close to the front at least and stay up there and not get caught up in anything.
That seems to be the word I'm hearing a lot out of the drivers is aggressive. Is that because there's just so much on the line when it comes to stage points and stuff?
I just came to the conclusion of how important those stage points are. I was typically just set on trying to set myself up to win, each race. But after, I think, last week or the last couple of weeks, getting a couple stage points, I noticed how much of a difference and how much closer it brings, the playoff guys. So I definitely need to be in that top 10 for every stage if possible.
Well, we hope you're there also, and we wish you the best this evening, Avery. Good luck, and maybe we'll see you in victory lane, bud.
Thanks, man. Good luck with the broadcast.
Thank you, buddy. Avery Wilson joining us, and now, last but certainly not least, well, we started with a branch out, we end with a branch. Jason Branch joining us. Jason, I've asked everybody, and I'm going to ask you the same question here. Are we looking to be aggressive this evening? Are we going to ride in the back? What are we looking to do tonight at Navy number 22?
Unfortunately, with the way the internet's been acting up, probably going to ride in the back. We'll see if if the internet studies out. I'm going for it. I mean, we got to get some stage points, right?
You do.
But unfortunately, it might dictate that I wait till the end. We'll see how it goes.
Do you have your tinfoil hat ready?
On.
Very good.
My whole computer is lined with tinfoil. It's like a disco in here.
Well, maybe you can shake, rattle, and roll up to victory lane this evening, buddy. We'll go get you ready. Got a minute and a half before qualifying here, so best of luck to you, bud.
Hope to talk to you after the race there, Chris.
Absolutely. Good luck to Jason. I'll send him down to his channel there. All right, there we go. We got through all the drivers. How about that? Made it through. And that was exactly the goal this evening, was to get through all the drivers and talk to them. Unlike last week, I didn't get that chance to do that. Now, so you're all good to go. And we're getting ready to do some racing here in about a minute and a half before qualifying begins. I want to give a shout out to all the viewers tonight. Of course, all of Ryan's friends have come to watch us from the UNCC. Let me check my audio real quickly while I listen to myself here. Oh, they're very loud. Let's go ahead and turn that down a little bit. So tonight, 100 laps, 25 and 50 are the stages, and just like last week, basically if you're leading at lap 25, you get 10 bonus points all the way down to 1 point for finishing in 10th, and then same thing at stage 2, and then of course from there we go to the finish of the race when it is all over with. So it should be very entertaining in itself. As practice is going to end, we'll get the qualifying boxes up. I did extend qualifying on the boxes to 10 drivers now, I believe. So you will see a whole ton of drivers lined up on the bottom there. And basically the closest they get to the start-finish line, that is going to be the person you see first cross the line, and so on and so forth. But that first lap, just like in real life, going to be a throwaway lap. And then they will come across the line to take lap number 2. As you see everybody kind of laying burnout. Some people leaving kind of patiently and that kind of thing. Let's ride with, you know what, we're going to pick a chase driver to ride with here, and let's go with Justin Gann. I have been informed we're running 80 laps tonight, not 100, so thank you, Lauren, for helping me out there. 80 lap race, not 100. Guess that would make sense. 76 laps is 200 miles at Talladega. I don't know how to do math. So yeah, they'll run up here in the top groove here, and the first lap around, then they'll run the bottom just like in real life here. Get that momentum up in these trucks. You do not want to touch the wall like Gann just did, though, because that'll slow down that truck and create a little bit of drag. You'll see the first lap obviously be the slowest, and then they will pin their trucks right down on that yellow line all the way around this track. But again, 9 drivers going for 4 spots tonight, not to mention all these other trucks that are in the field looking to win this race. You go back to the JM Transport Truck Series just a couple weeks back here at Talladega Super Speedway. Scott Wise won the race. He's not in the chase there, so it just definitely shows you that, you know, anything obviously can happen at Talladega Super Speedway. Anybody can win on any night, as you've seen if you're especially one who watches real-life racing. I mean, so many drivers have gotten their first career win at this track. So everybody running the throwaway lap now down here on the bottom line. And Gann actually going to drift it up to the top groove here, which I've seen work before. You know, run it down the banking, down to the inside of turn 3 and 4 here. Don't see anybody really in the purple here. Ron Schutte is, maybe. Yeah, Schutte goes to the pole with a 56.02. Justin Gann, 56.33. Where is Tommy Ryan? I know he's on track here. I saw his name a little bit ago. Here's Tommy. Look at this. Down on the apron. And he crosses the line. Not on the pole. 10th. He's going to be disappointed with that. Ron Schutte's still on the pole here. Might have a little bit of an upset here. Now, everybody does have to run a lap, so let's see. Got Guy Snyder up there, P2. Ryan Nicoletta, 3rd. Let's ride with Aaron Gerwitz here, the 09 truck. Let's watch his lap here in the butt kicker Ford F-150. All the chase drivers have pretty much run. And I believe this is Gerwitz's first lap. Yes, he had just crossed the line. So he took the green flag here, and he's going to go right to the bottom. Schutte still on the pole with a 56.2 or 56.02, which is actually the same time as Guy Snyder. The difference, actually, and I'll throw it up here on the screen, is going to be the estimated time. So basically, Schutte's time was a 0.1, but estimated up to a 2, where Snyder was actually an 0.2. And that's it. Qualifying done. Ron Schutte going to be a pole sitter. How about that, Schutte? Getting the Cop Blue Pool Award for that lap. And let's go talk to old Schutte. Austin Hill not here tonight. Of course, next Friday night, Ron will be in Daytona getting ready for the NASCAR race. But Ron Schutte, how about that, my man? You put the 28 on the pole here at Talladega Super Speedway. Your thoughts? Let me turn your mic on because I didn't get to that quick enough because I'm a slacker. But yeah, you say you got lucky there. Well, how do you get lucky? You ran the lap perfect, obviously, to get it.
Hold it wide open and on the yellow line.
Well, that means you get to lead them to the green flag. That's got to be a pretty good feeling, knowing that this will be one of your last Friday nights before you head to Daytona.
Oh yeah, try to put in a good run for this 4X Serve Pro Toyota and have some fun.
All right, very good. Well, nice job, and you get the Cop Blue Pole Award this evening, and well, best of luck, and maybe we'll talk to you in Victory Lane later.
Maybe. Thank you.
Absolutely. Ron Schutte, the man. Move him back down to his team there. Schutte winning the pole with a 56.01. They're out there running a little warm-up session right now. I think it's more to find their pit stalls and stuff and get that all straightened out. And then we will go racing here in just a moment. Basically, this warm-up is more for them to get to their pit stalls and see where they're going to be, which, of course, it goes off of where they're going to start the race when it's all over with. So, alrighty then. Here we go. Let's grid them up here at Talladega Super Speedway. We'll take a look at the starting lineup, which, of course, as always, will go across the top of the screen. Excuse me. Ron Schutte on the pole. He'll start alongside Guy Snyder there in the 27. So the 28 and the 27 on the front row. Row number 2 going to be Ryan Nicoletta in that number 59. He will start next to Anthony Henley, who's actually in the 88 truck. It's going to say on the ticker number 4, but he's actually in the 88, the way the paint scheme was put all together there. Row number 3, the first of the chase drivers right here. Andrew Moore, Avery Wilson will start there 5th and 6th. James Thorndike in the 13 truck will start next to Louis Berkowitz. Andrew Mraz, Scott Wise, the Talladega Clash Series winner just a couple weeks back on row number 5. Row 6, Jordan Berry, the number 51 truck, and Brian Rainville in the Ballpark Hot Dogs number 60. Randy Bledsoe, the 81, 13th, and Tommy Ryan, kind of the upset in qualifying here, not where he probably wants to start there in the 14th position. Jason Kratke will start alongside DJ Beverly in the 0-1. Byron McDonald and Donald Stewart there in row number 9 as the trucks will roll off. And for one who has never been to Talladega Super Speedway for a race, one cool tradition this track holds. Every time they get one to go coming to the green flag, Sweet Home Alabama plays on the speakers. It is a really cool tradition that unfortunately I can't do for you because it's a copyrighted song and I'll get my hand slapped. So just figure I'd share that with you there. Looking at the rest of the field here, Byron McDonald and Ryan Branchow starting 18th and 19th. Jonathan Dellinger making an appearance tonight at number 50 truck. He'll start next to Justin McGann. There's Caden Henry Oaks, another chase driver, with Jason Nicholas down there in the bottom. David Dolliver, Jason Branch. There they are. There's Casey Dunkin' Donuts, who Might have had a bad donut earlier tonight. Apparently he's not feeling too good. The one with the Boston creamer instead of the jelly. Just going to put that out there. Roger Rios Matias will start next to Aaron Gerwitz. And you got Mike Perry and then a bunch of trucks here that did not grid or are not starting this race or something here. Jeff Ryan not here. I'm not sure. Randy Perdue, he's starting on pit road, so not sure what's going on there. But as I mentioned tonight, 80 laps, 212 miles. Around his 2.66 mile super speedway. So, not sure, being told, Lauren's in my ears, which helps a lot. She's telling me that Randy Perdue missed qualifying or didn't get a lap in, so he has to do a pit start. Jeff Ryan and Nathan Nixon, AFK. Don't know where they're at. So, the one thing we do know is the pace car is pulling in off of turn number 4. And in the hands of Ron Schutte, the number 28 Serve Pro Toyota for 4X Racing, going to bring him to the green flag through the tri-oval. Remember, start-finish line all the way down there in turn number 1. Here we go. Round 2 of the chase from Talladega begins. Going to take them a quick second to get up to speed here. One truck kind of broken already. As they get wound up here. Some 2, some 3 wide already here. With maybe some patience probably going to be thrown here for a little bit. Again, 25 laps here in stage number 1. And off turn 4, going to be Guy Snyder leading. Hanley, Schutte, Wilson, and Nicoletti got that high line starting to roll a little bit here with Avery Wilson there on that outside. Again, Andrew Mraz in the 028. As the draft starts to form. Guys, let me know how the audio is. Just curious to see how it's going there. As Schutte going to bring the inside line back to the front with the Genesee Chevrolet of Ryan Nicoletta. 2 by 2 all the way back through the whole entire field pretty much. And I think Snyder's going to lead that lap. On board with Tommy Ryan, that Northern Tool Chevrolet. Only the Ford accidentally earlier. As you see up in the middle there, Scott Wise looking. You'll notice not much lifting of the throttle at all. There knows me to be quiet at times, so I'm just making sure the audio is good. Ryan up here in the I've got him in the 14th position still right now, though. It's like the start of the race still here. Everybody's just kind of double file here, being patient. That's what it's all about here at Talladega, just patience. You can't win the race on lap 1. You surely can lose it. I say that as they're going 3 wide here. Andrew Mraz trying that high line, and he's going to get shuffled out by Hanley. And again, whoa, Mraz getting a little out of shape there. Nicoletta's going to lead that lap as he jumped in a high side. He helped him at 27. Oh, that 27 got a lot of shape back there. You ride with Scott Wise here. The 2000 Talladega Dale Earnhardt Special on that truck. Now again, they do get one reset to use in this race. And basically what a reset is basically if they were to wreck their car, it's almost like a redo, basically. Snyder jumping out to the high side there. You see Hanley move down to the bottom. Already 6 laps on the board out of the 25 that'll make up stage number 1. Ron Schutte continuing to lead lap times in the 52-second range. So they're running some 4 seconds faster than they did in qualifying. Just showed you how fast they are going around this track when they're by themselves and when they're in a pack like this. But Schutte keeping it right down on that yellow line. Mike Perry, the last truck in line. He's all the way back in 28th position. That just shows you how close this pack is. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. Caden Henry Oaks back there about the 8th car truck in line, poking his nose out there. You can overheat on this track. And that is something you got to keep an eye on. Actually, you're going to see me do something here really quickly. I'm going to do this just so you guys can get the map on the screen. So give me 1 second. Sorry about this. For some reason, I got to figure out this with this app I use, but some reason it will take the track map off the screen. And I have to reset it real quickly. So I figure I'd do that for you guys real quickly, and that'll be something hopefully I'll be able to fix in the near future. Figure it out. That just shows you where everybody's on the track. You see the 81 back there of Randy Bledsoe, the 3 of Jeff Ryan. They are out of the pack. And everybody else in that tight line that comes off of turn number 4. Pretty calm right now. Oh, in the middle, Lewis Berkowitz going to go 3 wide. He's kind of in that sucker hole, as they like to call it. Oh, did Caden, I think, clip the wall there in that 19 truck a little bit. Andrew Mraz starting to lead that high side. You got a 4X team right there on the inside and outside leading these packs. Everybody is being pretty patient out there. Appreciate everybody watching on the stream. If you want to chat, feel free to ask questions or anything you might need. I know, as I mentioned earlier, Ryan Branchow has his buddies from the UNC Charlotte campus watching tonight as they are starting to get dicey up here towards the front. I think they got tired of kind of riding 2x2 here. Avery Wilson jumping to the high side with Caden. Got Brian Rainville. He's starting to go up the middle here. It's got Berkowitz. That high side, if you can get a tight enough pack, will work. It's been all about the bottom side so far, though, in this race. Not not enough trucks up there right now, only a 3-truck pack, so that outside line is going to be no bueno right now. Schutte continuing the lead up here, looking to pull the upset tonight. Schutte, of course, the interior design guy. I don't know what his proper name is when it comes to position-wise, but for Austin Hills, Camping World Truck, one truck way down the 8th, and that's Thorndike kind of bailing out of the pack. He didn't like what he was seeing, decided he wanted to go run in the back. Unfortunately, Thorndike eliminated from the playoffs last week. So he's basically out here just to win now. Winner of tonight's race, if it's a chase driver, will move on to the final race in 3 weeks' time. Again, Sunday night, no clash race, no JM Transport clash race. Series of letting us go sit back and watch the big game Sunday night. Of course, I'm really interested in the big game, being a Kansas City fan, so I'm excited for it. And then, of course, the following Sunday they'll be off also because of the Daytona 500/Valentine's Day. Up here, the 28s are going to battle each other. Ron Schutte in the 28 and the 028 of Andrew Mraz. Thought the outside line was finally going to get working there, but not quite getting enough of a run, enough side draft or anything like that. Or organization. Wow, Beverly chopped the nose off of Avery there. And here comes Tommy Ryan in the 6 truck. Up the middle there, you see Roger Rios Matias. Teammates to Scott Wise. Got his teammate there on the bottom. And look at Andrew Moore sneaking in here in the 77. Oh, quietly. You know, by the way, that 5 truck of Roger, he started all the way back in 28th and is up here P5. Absolute rocket pilot. Love doing the old broadcasting. A lot of fun. Here, we'll let you get a different view of what is going on back here. Let's jump on board and watch from the 35 back here of Byron McDonald. That's the pack out front. And he's in the back here just kind of hanging out. See those trucks just juking and jiving everywhere. And here comes that high groove with Andrew Mraz looking for the lead with help from the 59 and Nicoletti. Kind of drifted up a little bit there. Ryan with help from teammate DJ Beverly there in that Jack Daniels 01. As we are 14 laps in the book, 10 laps from the end of stage 1. And you heard in one of the interviews earlier, I forget which driver said it, we are going to be seeing pit stops before the end of stage 1. So I'm assuming here in the next 5 laps or so, you're going to see trucks coming to pit road. Now with what I'm seeing, it might be under green, it might be under caution. But look at Tommy Ryan use the high side on his own, with DJ Beverly just tandeming him. If that's a term. One of you college guys, help me with that. Schutte continuing to lead on that bottom. He might be in the best spot with that bottom groove. I mean, nobody's been able to clear him. Just as I say that, here comes that the far outside lane. For those just joining us, you're watching the Blown Piston Racing League in the Misfit Media Truck Series here at Talladega Super Speedway. It's race 1 of round number 2 of the chase. 2 races in the chase of this round, and we will move from 9 drivers to 4, and those 4 will run for the championship in just 2 weeks' time. And that'll be at the Texas Motor Speedway. And again, 2 weeks. Race there. We will crown the champion. Friday night will be the Truck Series, and of course the Jam Transport Clash Series on Sunday. And you think that the bottom line might get a little heavy now, especially with trucks thinking about pitting here in the next few laps. Oh, trouble. Guy Snyder got turned. And did they save it? Holy crap, they saved it. They're separated out, but wow, what a save. Code Brown moment for about half the field. That's going to separate everybody out. Let's go back to that. I can find it. David Dolliver's on pit road in the 23 truck. Not sure if there's a scheduled stop or not. He and Mike Perry on pit road. I haven't heard anybody call out they're coming to the pits. I think everybody's starting to get single filed out now. All right, we're going to go back to this. What just broke out? Unfortunately, I can't find it on the timing, so let's just rewind this way and show you what just almost happened here in turn 1. It's going to happen with Guy Snyder in the 27 truck. He's running here in the 10th position. He's going to be the... Oh, right there, contact with the 5 truck. He gets sideways. They both get sideways. Heavy damage to the 5 and heavy damage to the 60. And everybody saves it. And I think we're going to have pit stops here. Here we go. Leaders coming to pit road. They better slow it up. 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. And we got a smoking truck on the front straightaway. And obviously had some misfortune or something happen. Let's go. We apparently had some issues with Casey Duncan, and I think Brian Rainville might have been involved in this. So let's see if I can find this one now. Got action happening everywhere. Andrew Moore still out here. There's the leaders now. See the pack up ahead. They just came off pit road. Watch these pit stops happen here, and then I'll see if I can get the incident up there with you. But you see these guys coming to pit road. Here we go. Can everybody make it in? So far, so good. Got to wind it down to 55 mile an hour. And here they all come. Casey Duncan on pit road there. You see him getting left side tires. He'll pull away here. And hearing somebody only got about 3 or 4 laps of fuel in their truck. Some fueling issues here as we are 4 laps from the end of stage 1. All the trucks pulling out, fuel only for the most part, it looks like. Tommy Ryan's still out there on track. Let's see if we can go back to the incident that just happened. You see Casey Duncan over here on the outside of the track, or outside of pit road here. There he is smoking. So something transpired over here. Coming to pit road here, something happened, it looks like. Bam, to 30 and I think to 60, knocks a 17 over and off pit road there. So that's just a tough break when it's all over with there. Let's go to a closer camera of this whole thing. Actually, this camera needs edited out real quickly. Let me fix that. Forgive me. All right. Sometimes you get a bad camera on there. So here we go. So Gann gets loose, slams into the 60, who hits KC. And just a tough break. Well, it's all over with here, so. Yeah, apologies for the camera issue there. I saw it earlier and I tried to fix it and I didn't get it done in time, so. But here's going to be your lead pack now that everybody has sorted out the pit stops here. We have 2 laps to go. And here comes Andrew Moore with help from Roger Rios, Matias, and teammate Scott Wise. Matter of fact, I think all 3 of these guys are teammates. They are not, actually. I'm sorry. But the torque wrench 2 of Roger Rios, Matias, and Scott Wise working together. Here comes the middle groove. Here comes the outside groove. 2 laps to go in a very important stage 1. Oh, contact, and here we go. Nicoletta's around. Jason Branch into the wall, and caution is out. The caution out for the first time. Jason Branch with heavy damage. And caution number 1 is out. See what happens here. Scott Wise took blame for it, so let's go to the 31. There he is in the Goodwrench truck. And he gets up into the 59, and there's the contact there. Oh, Tommy Ryan gets a piece of it. DJ Beverly, Roger Rios Matias gets a piece. There you see Branch slamming the wall. And that's about it. That could have been a lot worse, actually, than it really was. And that will give stage 1 to Andrew Moore when it's over with the 59 up in smoke, unfortunately, in that Genesee truck. All right. So the DXP award for the winner of stage number 1 going to go to Andrew Moore. Of course, DXP, the Industrial Distribution Experts, for the Frontman Award, and also the stage winner. Andrew Moore is going to cross the line here in about 15 seconds, or actually more or less, about 5 to 10 seconds here. And he will take stage 1 and get 10 bonus points towards his championship run. Congratulations to him. And of course, with the caution, that brings out the Superior Templating caution flag, first time this evening. And Casey Duncan is going to get the Snyder Fuels and Lubricants Lucky Dog Award. Congratulations to the Dunkin' Donuts truck of KC. Wait for it. Dunkin'! Yeah, Matthew Telder watching this evening, Matt. Easier said than done with Talladega, buddy. These trucks move around so much. I mean, I was shocked the first time I got back out here after I came back on the iRacing. I was like, man, these things move around a ton with the air. All right. I'm going to step away for 2 seconds away from the mic. I'll be right back. All right, going to be a pretty quick yellow here. Let's bring Andrew up here real quickly to talk to us. After a stage win, Andrew, you got a copy, buddy. Big stage 1 win for you. 10 bonus points right there to your number as you try to survive Talladega. There, got the wreck behind you, and got to be pretty happy to get stage 1 there.
Qualify in front of me. I think I started 5th. That was a good start.
All right, so now that you got the 10 points in the bag, does that take a little less pressure off you, or does it motivate you to go get more?
A little less pressure, but I do see Tommy Ryan a couple of spots behind me, so he's not far, and he was already ahead, so I got a little bit of catching up to do.
All right, well, you get one to go this time by. Take a deep breath, and we'll see you maybe here in another 23 laps.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, buddy. That there, Andrew Moore. Get him down to his channel. So say as soon as I find where I'm hanging out at, you would think I would know by now. All right, so we had some trucks towards the back come to pit road here. Pretty much everybody from DJ Beverly and 11th back, for the most part, came to pit road there and topped off the fuel cell. Now, can they go 23, 22 laps on a tank? That's what the draft's all about. Don't be the first truck, and you can probably get there, maybe. But they're definitely going to risk potentially running out of gas as they cross the line to end stage number 2 here. So, going to be interesting. I see some damage on the 16 of Ryan Branch out there. Been told that 22 is about what they think when it comes to the gas, so it's going to be right on the number right here. If they can save a lap somehow, they might be able to get to the end of stage 2. That's going to be close, though. Pace truck going to pull off. Back in the hands of Andrew Moore, going to bring him back to stage number 2. He can go whenever he wants, but you want to wait here at Talladega because you do not want to get too big of a jump on the field. lead again. It takes about a whole lap or so to get them up, all wound up and stuff with the tapered spacer that these trucks run. Oh, into trouble. Ryan Branchout has got turned into the wall. Brian Rainville's involved. Jeff Ryan. Ooh, a couple trucks nail the pit wall and the pace truck bails. A big wreck. Guy Snyder involved over there. Branchout up in smoke. I think he'll have a reset to use. Saw Jason Branch involved. The 37 of Berkowitz is in it. Let's see how this all transpires. Jeff Ryan towing the pit road. There's Jason Branch. Wreck's already happened here. I'm trying to... Gonna happen up here. Okay, here we go. The 60 gets turned by Jeff Ryan. Add the 88 of Hanley to it, and he actually saves the truck. Casey Duncan goes sneaking through there. The 09 of Gerwitz gets a piece or two. That is called a big wreck, for those who don't know. Watch it one more time here. Yeah, it looks like the 60 loses momentum there, just gets hooked. Ryan Branchhouse clobbers the outside wall. Ron Schutte gets through there. Oh, he's going to have the camera view. Watch this. We're going to go on board with your pole sitter here. I caught this out of the corner of my eye right here. Ron Schutte's on pit road right now. You ever want to know what it's like to close your eyes and drive through a wreck? Watch this right here. Yo, man! That there is the meaning of Code Brown. Ooh, nowhere to go. Berkowitz. 27, Scott Wise clobber pit wall. Watch, this is from, let's actually back it up a little bit here. Let's go on board. 27, let's go on board Guy Snyder. This is going to hurt. Wait, wow. Just a very late checkup on his part there. Caution is out, and let's do one more on board with the 17 truck who would... You know, Casey Duncan making it through there. So there you go. All these. So I'm counting at least 7 or 8 trucks at least in that wreck. So Andrew Moore leads after the second caution, which is the big one, or the big one in English. I call it the big N. But you got Jonathan Dellinger will be P2, Jason Kratke P3, James Thorndike, Mike Perry, your top 5. A whole different group of people up here in the top 5 now. David Dolliver up to 6th. Avery Wilson, Ron Schutte. Avery Wilson actually the first truck who pitted there. And these guys should easily be able to get now to the end of stage 2. All right, pace truck going to pull off as the sun comes out. It was overcast throughout the afternoon. Sun's starting to peek its nose out. As Andrew Moore will lead him back to the green flag. Jason Kratke there behind him. You got the 13 of Thorndike following Dellinger in that 13 truck there. And the reason why you see a lot of those trucks single file is either one, they pitted at 1 to go to get damage fixed or topped off the fuel, and that, they line them up single file when they do that in the back. That's why you see double file the first like 6 or 7 rows, and then everybody else is single file. So here we go. So look at James Thorndike on the outside there as Dellinger takes the lead. Thorndike's got help from Brian Dolliver. And Dellinger going to lead that lap. It's like they say at Talladega, if you're on the lead lap, you can win it. And that's exactly what we got here now. 23 trucks on the lead lap. One truck blinking in the middle of the pack. That's a 2 truck of Mike Perry, I think I saw blinking. Abe. See a few of the 4X guys up there at the top of the track. They're starting to fall back. Oh, hold on, Schutte. Avery Wilson down there on that inside with Kratke and Caden Henry Oaks. Sorry, Caden. Easy for me to say. Did a little bit of damage on that one truck, the course of performance. Chevy Silverado. Put 35 laps on the board here. 5 from halfway, 15 from the end of stage 2. Oh, hold on, guys. 1 and 54 about hitting each other. Now you got the outside line starting to roll up here. Thorndike jumps out. Perry jumps out. One truck scraped up the wall up there. kind of see the teams starting to work with each other here. As Avery Wilson going to lead that lap. Meanwhile, David Dolliver off the track, and I think they just saved a wreck back here. David Dolliver got out of shape, and I saw somebody else, I think Jordan Berry maybe, off the track there and just saved another caution. Tommy Ryan, I think, is that the other truck back there I'm trying to see? That is Tommy Ryan, the point leader, or second in points, I should say. What happened back there? Find anything here. Oh, there we go. Down back there, 2 trucks way down to the infield. I was trying. Oh, right here. Justin Gann also involved. And it looks like Gann actually might have smashed the inside wall there. No, he didn't, but he did spin out. Tough break for Justin. So the top 2 in points, all involved in that situation there. Oh boy. Justin Gann and Tommy Ryan, who are first and second, entering the chase standings for this race, now have to play catch up and are out of the pack. Here's your lead pack now. A little shorter than it was before, thanks to what just happened there on the back straightaway. Riding with Roger Rios Matias in his 5 truck. See how much these trucks just move around. Oh, getting tight up there. I think that was McDonald. That got into the sign of Caden. They were able to hold on. That could have been scary. I should mention real quickly, I didn't get that out there at that last caution, but that last caution, obviously the second of the day, brought to you by Superior Templating. Of course, Superior Templating, the sponsor of all the cautions out there, and of course there was a lucky dog during that caution, and of course that is brought to you by Snyder Fuels and Lubricants Lucky Dog Award. So not sure who the driver was that got the lucky dog, but that person got the Superior. I keep getting Superior and Snyder mixed up. Apologies. Snyder Fuels and Lubricants Lucky Dog for the Superior Templating caution. I will get it right eventually. I have it written down in front of me too. So this front pack kind of settling down just a little bit here as we got 10 laps to go. Next time by in stage number 2. All right, now let's behave over there in the chat. I see what's going on. We can have a little fun, but we got to behave a little. Avery Wilson going to use that middle line to go to the front with help from Caden Henry Oaks. Also the 09 into the picture of Aaron Gerwitz. You see how we're on the track map on the right side where everybody is all pretty much spread out. You got the lead pack coming off turn 4. They're going to catch Jason Branch here, put him a lap down. You got Justin Ganges crossing the start-finish line. Tommy Ryan's up in turn 2. And a whole bunch of trucks everywhere now after that incident and stuff. As Avery Wilson leads that lap. And here comes the far outside groove with Aaron Gerwitz, James Thorndike, Andrew Mraz up there. Jason Nichols getting up here in the middle of this pack now, Australian. Just got word that the last accident that it first originally reviewed on was basically was brought out at first by Jeff Ryan, but after review, they decided to put that accident on the 60 of Brian Rainville when it was all over with. Definitely a close call, but that is what was determined in that situation, so wanted to get out there. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate your hard work, as always, over there. He has to put up with all of us guys, and then, you know, of course, all of us wrecking. As Justin Gann going to go a lap down here as he goes to the apron and lets these trucks go by. So the point leader officially a lap down now in this race. Oh, how the points are going to get mixed up now. Oh, they got close there. Mraz had to adjust his line to the 50. That could have been really bad. Now Mraz gets a good draft there. Side drafts to 19. Yes, side draft does work in the sim, by the way. These trucks starting to get aggressive again as they get towards the end of stage number 2 here. Come the leaders through the tri-oval. See the 54 of Kratke trying to lead this lap. Not able to do so. Avery still leads. Avery and Caden Henry Oaks. Wait a minute. I think I'm putting 2 and 2 together here. Is rocket pilot Branch Al's girlfriend the one that we hear about on his team all the time? So we have 5 laps to go before the end of stage number 2. I was just checking because you said my man. I was like, wait a minute here. I'm just a homie. I was trying to put 2 and 2 together here. I'm just a broadcaster during this race and during this Friday and Sunday night races, but in other leagues, Ryan and I are actually on the same team, in the 4X team and stuff. But you know, when I'm in the booth, I'm unbiased and call the race like I see it. Here we go, 4 laps to go. How about the 10? Donald Stewart making an appearance tonight at Remington, number 10, running up there in the top 10. As you see Mraz starting to poke out there with Dellinger. pretty much to a point now where you just got to find somebody to work with and see if they can get you to the front. All right, I just heard somebody calling out pit stops here. So some of these trucks are not going to make it to stage 2, and they're going to go ahead and give up the points here. Let's see if I got front. Oh, the 77, Andrew Moore. Uh-oh. He's going to be singing the old Akon classic, Lonely, on pit road. For those who are too young to know who Akon is, he is, I should say, a rapper / artist. Good musician. Left side tires going on to 77. A very common strategy here. And of course the camera cuts away. Who did I call out? Here we go, 2 laps to go. And I think we're going to get some more pit stops here as we come up to the end of stage number 2. This is going to get interesting now. The fuel mileage of these trucks. Who can make it? Who can't make it? Thorndike helping teammate Mraz up there in the front. Caden Henry Oaks helping the 1 on the inside. Jeff Ryan on pit road. Hey, like I said, I call it like I see it. And here comes the 50 at Dellinger, and here comes, I'm trying to see who the other tries. Is that Jason Nicholas on the pit road? We'll keep it here, though, in the front, as they will come 1 lap to go to stage 2. Racing to the line here. Let's see if anybody's going to make the move. Mike Perry jumping up there in that DXP truck to the high side. No help, though. Ron Schutte trying to poke his nose out into 54 Kratke. He aborts, and he's going to pit road as they come off of turn 4 through the tri-oval. Andrew Mraz chops the nose off of Avery Wilson and will steal stage number 2. Mraz, your winner. Andrew Mraz. There's my one line. I always do it to him. Sorry, Andrew. Andrew Mraz. Oh my gosh. The DXP Frontman Award for the stage winner. Of course, DXP Industrial Distribution Experts, Jason Mraz. Oh boy. And we're going to have pit stops happening here. You see him going single file here. This might tell you something. Let's see who all comes to pit road. A decent amount of them, about 5 of them it looks like, about half the pack. Let's see, we should probably green flag. Probably going to see 2 tire stops, I would say here. Right side's going on. Yep, right side tires for Casey Duncan at least, and others. You notice I haven't said really the word tire strategy, and that is because you really don't need tires here. I've been asked on the stream if I have bars. Well, let's see. I have ice cream bars. I know of places that have jail bars. I know of actual bars. But if you're talking the bars of me rapping, I would just say that my rap sounds like crap. How about that? Anyways, here come the rest of the leaders to pit road. 2 tires and fuel. Scott Wise leaving pit road. And everybody leaving pit road there in that group. Caden Henry Oaks, Andrew Mraz, Avery Wilson, Donald Stewart, all in this group here. So now everybody going to be all spread out, and they're going to start pushing each other here because they're going to try to get the pack back together again, and basically looking for all the trucks that pitted on that last couple laps here. You see the 77, Andrew Moore, he's got the 37 with him, so they're starting to break up a little bit here. Little barnacle, seems fishy to me. .37, Lewis Berkowitz going to come to pit road here, so just getting everybody cycled through. Mike Perry out here on his own. A lot of these trucks all separated out now because of what has transpired. Some 2-tire stops, some 4-tire stops. Once we get everybody cycled through here, I can kind of figure out where everybody's at. Looks like this is going to be where the leaders are. As we will have 26 laps to go here in this Talladega 212. Caden Henry Oaks, one of 2 chase drivers in this top 4 pack. And then you got about 5 seconds or so back to Casey Duncan, Ron Schutte, and Jeff Ryan, who is actually a lap down in that number 3 truck. And then you got another 3 seconds or so back to these guys. This is Ron Schutte, James Thorndike, Andrew Marr, Aaron Gurwitz, and the 35 of Byron McDonald. The biggest pack of all the trucks is back here. This one has Mike Perry, Guy Snyder, Ryan Branchow, Jason Kratke, Nicoletta. If these guys can just stay in line and push each other, we could get the pack back together again. However, we are going to see one more round of pit stops before this thing is over. Because here we are now, 25 laps to go. Yeah, trust me, you do not want me rapping at all, period. Which I think that's the first time I've ever rapped on a stream. Now, when I did radio for 10 years, I would rap off the air and have fun with friends listening to music, but not now. You see them lapping Justin Gann, who is off the pace there in a 30 truck, having a terrible night. And his point lead, he might be watching it just slip away here. You see Andrew Mraz trying to help his teammate out there. And Justin running 24th right now. Tommy Ryan, he is in 18th right now. So both the point leaders really struggling right now as they put a lap on Scott Wise and the 88 of Anthony Hanley. And look at this. This is going to actually hurt the 2 leaders up top. And here comes Andrew Mraz on the bottom. I got a face for radio too. Don't worry about that. As they come up on the back end of the 50 truck now, they're going to put him a lap down. The 50 was up front earlier. Actually, looking at it, Jonathan Dellinger is multiple laps down now. But now this pack really starting to form up now with the mixture of lap trucks and lead trucks. Going to make things interesting, especially if a yellow hanky comes out. What I need is you college boys. I need you guys on here every night. You don't have homework. Watch. Get some more of your students on there watching. You'd be surprised when I know a little bit about UNCC and their. Caden got the apron a little bit there. Almost lost the back end. You'd be surprised when I know about the 49ers over there now. Conference USA football. I got you. 10-4. I believe Conference USA. Do better someone out 22 year in. Went to a bowl game this year. So Andrew Mraz leads. He is actually the third truck in the line behind Scott Wise and Anthony Hanley there in that 4 truck, or the 88 truck. I've learned a new word. What in the world is giga chatting? What in... Alright, I am definitely old now. Hey, let's look at this pack back here that have all worked together with each other here. This is a lot of trucks. I was trying to hear 6th place. Byron McDonald is in here. You got Aaron Gerwitz in 5th. Ron Schutte, Andrew Moore, Thorndike's in here. A lot of the trucks there. These guys are some 11 seconds back now. Oh, Byron McDonald's in the wall. Yes, man. That's awesome. I mean, keep it clean, I guess you could. Never mind, Kenley says no. $19 laps to go here in this Talladega race. Next week, Iowa Speedway. We will wrap up the Elite 8 or 9 in this case, in this series, and we'll get to the Final 4 to settle out the championship. But here's your leader, Justin Gann, going to go to pit road. You see the leader just crossing the start-finish line, and then here comes your second pack of trucks as they're going to cross the start-finish line here. And then you got a third pack of trucks back here. Mike Perry blinking out pretty good right now. For some reason, this third pack just having all kinds of issues. There's Thorndike. Got some nose damage, it looks like, on that truck now. He's probably not going to be happy. So if I'm seeing this correctly, we have 15 trucks now on the lead lap. Well, technically we have 16 on the lead lap, as Hanley's right on the edge of the lead lap. And the question going to be, when do these trucks come back to pit road to get their final gas to get them to the finish? Of course, they do need to get themselves set up in case of a green-white checker finish, which is entirely possible here. And we got some pit stops happening here. Ron Schutte and Casey Duncan going to come to pit road. So a couple of 4X drivers coming in right here. Let's go back to the front of the field. They're over on the back straightaway. You see the second pack back there. That is about 11 seconds or so back. And here comes some more of the leaders. Caden Henry Oak's going to pull off Andrew Mraz. Avery Wilson coming to pit road. Oh, and Mraz is going to spin it into the wall and plants himself in the wall, literally. Oh, and Avery Wilson slides through a stall. The pressure of that last pit stop. Ryan Branchall on pit road. Here comes Kratke and Thorndike. Not sure if Branchall took 4 tires there or 2, but here goes the pack away. And we'll see where everybody's going to come out when it's all over with here. And there's your leaders going by right now. They have to go all the way around the apron here to get up to speed. We'll be coming to 13 laps to go. Question's going to be, when do these guys come to pit road? What these guys are trying to do now is push as hard as they can so that when they come to pit road, they might be able to get as close as possible to that front pack or even jump ahead of them. And Andrew Moore is in the lead. You got Aaron Gerwitz is actually second. He's the third truck in line. Guy Snyder is in third, and they're not even in that lead pack. That's how separate these cars are. Now Andrew Mraz, you see, has another truck out there. He was able to use his reset and is out there, but he is a lap down right now in the 20th position, I believe. Leader's going to stay out another lap. 12 to go. see this package come together. There you see Branchow pushing James Thorndike. I think they're going to get up here in this draft. It looks like they will catch up. So I know at least the 77 is coming to pit road. Let's see who else is going. Here comes Andrew to pit road. He's going to bring Gerwitz with him. So now that is going to cycle the lead to this guy right here, Ryan Nicoletta in that Genesee Beer number 59 truck. He's actually the second truck in line. And look at Mraz just kind of side draft his way up there. Now Nicoletta, Jordan Berry, who's in this pack, and also Guy Snyder, who's in this pack. They are the three trucks that have not pitted yet and still do have to make a pit stop to get to the finish on fuel. Unless they can somehow go 28 laps, which I do not think is possible, considering I was told earlier 22 was the max. Let's look for the lead pack, or I should say the lead two right now, are these guys right here, Caden Henry Oaks and Avery Wilson. This is going to be the lead when everybody cycles through, and they are going to have a very wide margin on third place. And when I say very wide, I mean some 12 seconds back. This is the next pack. Can Schutte get all the way up to the top three? Now, Andrew Moore did beat Schutte off pit road, so here's Andrew now as he'll get caught by the pack. What he'll actually do is help that pack catch the leaders. So we have just got a very spread out race now is what we have on our hands. Nine laps to go from Talladega. Will it be a chase driver? Oh, Ryan Nicoletta net coding into Andrew Mraz. Oh, net code again. So we got 10 seconds now back to these guys, and this pack's now become a 4-truck pack. And then Ron Schutte and these guys trying to catch up. Who is going to pull off a Talladega victory here when it's all over with? And the other question, will we see a caution before this thing's over with? Andrew Mraz doing everything he can to get ahead of this pack. And they have gotten so close up here, I've been kind of nervous for him. But Andrew Mraz doing what they call side drafting on the side of that truck, trying to pull himself up there. And it's working for the most part. As they go by the slow truck of Jason Branch here, it's Thorndike leading this pack of trucks. All right, the leaders are in. Here comes Nicoletta. Here comes the 51 of Jordan Berry, and the 5 is also in of Roger Rios Matias, who's a lap down. So this is going to hand the lead over to Caden Henry Oaks and Avery Wilson. And they are going to have roughly 14 seconds on what is going to become third place Ron Schutte. You see these guys just pushing each other. If they can stay organized, I don't see why they don't catch up. But that time is not really dropping. Five laps to go. Now, Caden Henry Oaks and Avery Wilson both are playoff drivers. One of these two in 5 laps could be heading to Texas to race for the championship. Question's going to be the 2-lap trucks in front of them. How are they going to play a role in this thing? If they come to 4 laps to go. And all these guys here in this pack of trucks here trying to catch up. And it's still 14 seconds. They are not gaining at all. Three laps to go. You see the 3 different packs. You got Schutte, Duncan, and now Andrew Moore, who's gone by Duncan for position. You got Donald Stewart's also there, Aaron Gerwitz, and then you got that 3rd pack about 29 seconds back from the leaders. We're going to have 3 different finishes here, it looks like. The question is, does Avery have what it takes to get around that 19 truck? Oh, we got trouble. Caution is out. On the back straightaway, Jeff Ryan. Oh my gosh, how things have just changed. Jeff Ryan, Ron Schutte is involved. Andrew Moore's involved. Oh boy. Casey Duncan involved. What happened here? Schutte. Oh wow. Jeff Ryan gets turned. Schutte up into Andrew Moore. Gerwitz gets a piece. Let's see how all this started. Oh, they caught a lap truck of Louis Berkowitz. And Schutte goes to the apron, and then, oh, they, wow. And if we're going to have a little fun here for a second, Let's look over here at Casey Duncan's number 17 truck. Shout out to the invisible bump that's over here on the back straightaway. Watch right here. Dink, dink. So trying to see who all comes to pit road and is getting damage fixed and stuff here. But when it's all over with here, Caden Henry Oaks is going to be the leader. I'm just trying to see who's got resets to use here and who doesn't. I think I saw the 17 getting his truck fixed, so he's going to be done for. Ron Schute's got a new truck, so he's back out there. Avery Wilson now up to the second position, or X, where he's running. Aaron Gerwitz, who's got damage, is staying out. He's going to be P3. Jason Kratke is fourth now. James Thorndike fifth. Ryan Branchall is now up to sixth. And spots are still moving here. I'm not sure what's going on here. We got spots moving everywhere here. And while this all sorts out, this is the third Superior Templating caution of the night. And thanks to Superior Templating for sponsoring the cautions. Lucky dog wise, I'm going to say maybe Tommy Ryan, but either way, I hit the wrong button there. Sorry about that. Shout out to Snyder Fuels and Lubricants for sponsoring the Lucky Dog Award tonight. I think it's going to be Tommy Ryan in the end. So we are going to have a green-white checker finish. So for those who don't know what that is, basically the green flag will come out. The next time by, if a caution doesn't come out, the white flag will come out, and then they will finish the race at that point. If they wreck beforehand, the caution will come back out, and depending on how league settings are and stuff, depending on what league it is and things like that, they all have rules, pardon me, start menu, for how many green-white checkers they use. Right now, Lauren, if you can hear my voice, it might help. I'm looking through the rule book right now about green-white checker finishes, because we don't have many in this league usually. Usually it's a green flag finish. I'm sounding like Johnny Five over here reading a book. If you've never seen Short Circuit, watch that movie. Great movie. Classic. Somebody's blinking like a Christmas tree on the track. Merry Christmas. Well, we're coming to the green. And what will be green-white checker number 1? All right, Pace Truck is going to pull off. Leader can go when he chooses. Let's see if Caden and Avery work together here. Will we see an upset, or will we see a chase driver go to the finals at Texas Motor Speedway? We find out in 2 laps as the green flag is out. Here we go. Inside line does not go, and I think that's part of the damage to Aaron Gerwitz. Trucks had to jump all around him, and I'm sure there's going to be some unhappy drivers about that. Branchow going to jump to the high side with no help. As they come off of turn 4, Thorndike going to poke his nose outside of McDonald. They're going to be coming to the white flag. Outside's trying to form up. Final lap for Talladega. Here comes Hanley. Hanley is on the lead lap now in the 88 truck. The 5 was so out of shape back there and saves it. Here comes Jason Kratke with help from Hanley on the outside. Oh, contact. Oh, more contact as Wilson hits Kratke. Drag race is on. Through the tri-oval. Checkered flag, and Caden Henry Oaks is going to Texas to race for the championship. Mike Perry finishes second, Avery Wilson third. Byron McDonald's going to get fourth. What a wild finish. And of course, they wrecked coming to the line. Let's see if we can get the finish and show you the wreck right here. See what happens. 027 gets into the 028 back there, and that's when all you know what breaks loose. Tommy Ryan involved, Thorndike, Nicholas. At least 10 trucks involved in this thing. Let's see if we can get it one more time here. What happens? Thorndike and Mraz hit. They were 5 wide. Well, Scott Wise, Branchow gets a part of it. They were 5 wide right there. Yeah, there's at least 10 to 15 trucks involved in this. Caden Henry Oaks. Barnick down in that Cooper Standard Ford F-150. He is going to be going to Texas Motor Speedway and racing for a championship in just 2 weeks. We will let the unofficial results run across the top of the screen. Actually, I forgot that I did that with the screen earlier. So let's just keep it over here on the side of the screen. I adjusted the top of the screen earlier during the race. I kind of messed everything up again. I got to fix that. But Caden going to celebrate. And he has definitely turned it on here for the playoffs. 1 to 2 stages at Iowa Speedway last week, and that propelled him into the Final Four, and now he's going to be racing for a championship in both of the series. Come 2 weeks from now. And for Caden, this is his second win of the season. So let's go get him and talk to him as he's going to be in I about said Gatorade Victory Lane. What? Like, find my way to the channel I'm in. There I are. I'm way up here. I'll go down here and get Caden. There he is down in the R&R team as they tried to work together to get the win, and they did so when it was all over with as Caden Henry Oaks joins us up here in the booth. Caden, I could definitely tell by the way you sounded earlier in this race, or before the race, how focused you were on getting it, and it took a green-white checker finish. You were able to keep that 19 truck out front, and here you are now, not only in the Clash Series, but now in the Truck Series, racing for a championship at Texas Motor Speedway.
It's awesome. I'm so excited.
Got to obviously talk about those 2 laps there at the end. What was going through your mind? You see that big pack coming at you as everybody's making moves to try to get to the lead. What's going through your mind at that point?
The first thought in my mind was on the restart. Me and Avery lined up because he's my teammate. He said he's going to let me down low, and I was a little sketched out to trust him, but I did, and it worked out. But, man, them last 2 laps, I was looking in the mirror more than I was out front. It was scary watching all them guys 2, 3, 4 wide back there. It's like, man, are they going to get to me? Or are they not?
Well, and obviously they didn't get to you because you were able to get to the lead with help from your teammate Avery. If the caution doesn't come out, is it one of those where you guys had already decided we're going to work this out and figure out a way to finish 1-2, whoever wins it, or is it was it one of those, look, we're going to get what we get out of this?
Yeah, we played the strategy pretty well to a T there. With our lead we had, we were hoping to not be racing against Scott and Anthony there under the green flag because we were going to figure out, we had already discussed we was going to be side by side at the line. We didn't know who's going to win, just whoever side drafted better.
Well, that was a fantastic race tonight. You got yourself what you needed to get to the final, and now you're going to race at Texas Motor Speedway. Talk about the pressure that you didn't have, or that you had last week. Now it's not on you as you go to Iowa Speedway next week.
Yeah, man. I said, just like every week, I'm going to go out there and give 110%. You know, try to lead every lap. It usually don't happen, but you know, try to lead every lap.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Well, Caden, fantastic job, man. Happy for you. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to, sir.
Shout out to my mom for watching.
Hi, Mom.
Shout out to you for putting on the broadcast. Lauren and Scott putting on the league. The sponsors that also sponsor the league. Everyone watching the broadcast. Man, it's just, I have so much fun. I said it last week. I say it again. I have fun running this league most of the time. It's just, I enjoy showing up on Friday night. You know, just come up here and race, and you have fun doing it. So it's awesome.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news as I send you off here. There is one thing you didn't win tonight.
What would that be?
The Hard Charger Award. You gained 21 spots, but you didn't get the Hard Charger Award, believe it or not. So you didn't sweep it all out. So we'll talk about that here in about 3 seconds, who's going to win that one. But great job, Caden, and we will see you next week in Iowa. And, yeah, congrats, and go relax as you don't have to worry about your way to Texas.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely. Thanks, Caden. And Caden Henry Oaks definitely sounds a lot happier than he did earlier during practice. He was definitely, you could tell maybe a little bit of nerves in that situation. But Caden did a great job and worked his way through it when it was all over with. Let's go get the second place finisher, Mike Perry, the man who everybody was saying was blinking like a Christmas tree out there. And when it was all over with, he's blinking at everybody in P2. Finishing second tonight. I just saw Mike. There he is. Bring Mike up here to me. Mike Perry, man, I think everybody at one point in this race said, dude, you're blinking. And now you're the one blinking at everybody with a P2 finish in that number 2 truck. How'd you do it?
Hey, it's actually Avery. I think you're in the wrong room.
That pulls up. Well, hang on. Here's me and my errors that I made. Hi, Avery. Nice to see you.
And I see you again.
Well, yeah, absolutely. What did I do here? Let me go look. I'm not the best at this Discord thing. I'm still working on it. Oh, you know what I did? I moved myself down for some reason. There we go. So I moved Mike up here. There we go. Sorry about that, Avery. As Mike, yeah, I went down and visited Avery for a second for some weird reason. But Mike, you finished second tonight. Everybody was hacking on you for blinking and stuff, and you're the one blinking back at them in P2 tonight.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know how I got away with that. I don't know. I got to get this internet connection figured out. I know that. I'm tired of hearing everybody screaming and hollering.
Understood, and we've all had those issues before. Maybe that's something that some of us can maybe help you with after the race, or after we're done talking or whatever. But still, P2 finished tonight. Let's focus on that part. Great job. Obviously, a great points night for you.
I'm super thrilled. Like I said earlier in the before the race started, I told you it's just always a crapshoot here, as well as everybody knows. And I don't know. I always have good luck starting in the back and just kind of hanging out and staying out of trouble and see how the race shakes out, and got pretty fortunate there with the number 35 not taking me out there in the last lap or so, and it was fun.
So there is one thing you did win tonight. I was just picking on Caden saying there's something you didn't win. You're the one that won this. Do you know what it is?
That would be that hard charger award,
That would be the hard charger award. Started 27th and finished second. I mean, that's got to be pretty impressive for you.
Yeah, we'll take it. Like I said, out of this Talladega racetrack and move on. I don't even know where we're racing next week. So
Iowa.
Glad to finish second. So,
well, we'll get you out of Talladega, man. Head to Iowa and go try to get yourself into that Final Four. Shout out to whoever you'd like to.
I really got to thank Misfit Motorsports, all of my teammates over there, and them putting up money and everything and run this series, and you for broadcasting, and Scott and Lauren. I know they deal with a lot of people and a lot of drama and headaches and whatnot. So it's been fun. A couple more races to go. We'll see how it goes.
There you go, Mike. Well, nice job tonight, second place finish, and the winner of the R&R Enterprises Hard Charger Award this evening. Great job, and we will see you next week, sir.
Take care, Chris.
Absolutely, you too, Mike. And Mike Perry with a second place finish, and I feel bad now. I ran away from Avery, so I'm actually gonna do him a solid. If let's see, Avery, yeah, I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna make up for it to Avery. I'm gonna come down here and actually come back to his room. Got some nice things down here and stuff. But Avery, a third place finish for you. And first off, thanks for helping me get out of the right room. No, you and Caden, obviously, Caden talked about you two working with each other, the perfect strategy when it was all over with. What all did you need to get to victory lane?
I mean, as long as you keep your car clean, you have a chance. But we had it down to a T. He had the fuel mileage and everything calculated, so I always follow where he goes. So I mean, it worked out for us, and yeah, I'm glad at least I got a third. I didn't wreck myself out there in the tri-wheel.
Yeah, that came close. It looked like a couple times you were all types of sideways from turn 4 all the way to the start-finish line during that race. You got to lead some laps, so talk about the racing out there on the track tonight.
It was sketchy a few laps, but everyone pretty much had a good handle on the truck and track conditions, so it was pretty good racing.
Well, Avery, you did a great job, and you might actually, we'll have to look at this when it's all over with, you might be close to the point lead now in the series outside of Caden winning, obviously, with the bad runs tonight. Looking down here at the standings really quickly, Tommy Ryan finished 15th. Justin Gann finished 27th. So, obviously, a big points night for you.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I was able to finish, several spots ahead of those guys and close that gap a little bit. Now, I just have to, keep my head together and finish pretty decent in next week or whatever week we're racing. So
next week. Yeah, we're still racing Friday night. You're off on Sundays now for the next 2 weeks. So, great job, Avery, on your side, and send shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
First off, shout out to Lauren and Scott for putting this whole thing together, and all of our sponsors, and my teammate for putting me together, keeping me in line. When I got frustrated when I screwed up on that last green stop, and everyone else that helps run this thing, and you for the broadcast.
Yeah, you definitely had a little overshooting, but yeah, you worked it out and got it all taken care of, and good finish for you when it's all over with. So nice job there, Avery.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Absolutely, Avery Wilson finishing third when it's all over with tonight. So before we go, I want to first off move myself back up to my channel where Mike is actually still hanging out here. Hi, Mike. I'm going to move you down to where you were just a little bit ago. There you go. And I want to go back to 2 laps ago, with 2 laps to go in this race. So give me a second here. I'm going to zoom this in because there's a certain restart. The restart I want to look at here. There's the finish of the race. So let's go back to the green-white checker finish here, and I want to go to this 88 truck back here. It's actually the 4 truck, but the 88 right here of Anthony Hanley. Anthony was a lap down, basically, as he takes the restart here. We're going to watch this restart. Watch. I don't know what it is, but something about this 88 truck tonight had shades of an Earnhardt in it, the way he finishes this race. I could not help but notice this. As everybody's kind of spread out from the contact and the off-the-pace truck there in the 09. I'm going to bring Anthony up here to talk about this. But watch these moves he makes and watch where he finishes when it's all over with here. As Anthony's going to join me up here in a second. But look at this. So he's cutting through the field here. He gets back here behind Thorndike and back behind Byron McDonald. So right now he's P6 as he works up through the field. Thorndike moves up to go past McDonald. So Hanley gets that spot. And McDonald goes up. So with help of the 77, here comes Hanley again. Gets by the 16 of Branchow. So as you're seeing here, this 88 truck now to the outside of the 35, now to the outside of the 2 truck. All of a sudden, he's got a shot at the win here. Anthony Hanley, I watched you on that restart. Where in the Dale Jr. number did you come from?
I don't know. First off, I got to give all the thanks to Andrew Moore. I mean, I could not have done it unless he was there to help. I mean, on the restart, I'm sitting there like, okay, Hanley, obviously he's back here. He was a lap down with Scott and stayed on the lead lap there when that caution comes out. And I'm like, okay, he's not got a shot. And all of a sudden, I look up at a turn 2, and here you are battling for the win of this race. After that restart, me and Andrew, we were sitting there talking, and I looked up, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Everybody's just diving up and down, and I was like, hey, let's go. And we just took off.
Well, I definitely had to bring you up to talk to you. You finished 5th in the end after it looked like you were going to finish 15th or 16th. So, I know you're not in the playoffs, but that's got to make you happy.
Oh, yeah. I kind of changed from the number 4 car because I feel that kind of jinxed me. Not many people like Harvick, so I was like, you know what? It's time for a change, and I changed to an 88, and it looks like it paid off.
Yeah, it did pretty well for you. Maybe that's something I need to do in other series because it's not like 11's done me any well. But anywho, great job tonight. I'll go ahead and give you a chance. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
I appreciate it. I just want to, again, say thanks to Andrew Moore, Scott Wise, Roger. We all work together. Matter of fact, the whole Blown Piston Racing League, we actually ran pretty good tonight, nice and clean. I couldn't be more thankful for that.
Well, you did a great job tonight, Anthony. Great effort out there, and looks like that 88 might be here to stay for a little bit there.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll send him back to where he was. But I had to definitely show that start. What a restart that was for him. I think this is where you were. So let's...
that might actually be kind of fun.
Of course, I just moved myself there. Hang on. Sorry, I moved myself to the wrong channel. Thank you for not saying any bad words yet. All right. Let's move Hanley to the right channel. And, yeah, he just moved himself. I had it all set up, but anyways, Discord's just not cooperating with me right now. All right, point standings. People have been waiting to see them. I got them. Here they are. As we go to Iowa next week, Caden Henry Oaks, he's in. Don't have to worry about him up top there. He is in. Avery Wilson, second now in points by 18 over Andrew Moore. 14 over Andrew Moore. He's 18 to the cutoff line. Tommy Ryan, now the bubble guy. Remember, he was second entering this race. Mike Perry, now one behind Justin Gann. He was in, and he was the top. And now 8 points out in the 6th position. Him, Ryan Branchow, Aaron Gerwitz still have a shot. Jason Branch, if we have a field like tonight, he has a shot. But otherwise, it's going to be Wynn to get in his position in 9th. So that is your point standings as we go to Iowa Speedway coming up next week. And, of course, the points brought to you by Wise Choice Contracting out of St. Louis, Missouri. And, of course, Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. There you go. that is the points as we get ready to go to Iowa Speedway. Tomorrow night, we'll be on the air, Captain TV from Kentucky Speedway, the finale for USRC and their truck series. We'll be on the air at 9:45 for that. That'll be the next time you see us on the air, and then we'll take Sunday off and go enjoy the big game from there. So, hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Talladega definitely lived up to its name when it is all over with this evening. Congratulations again to Caden Henry Oaks. He will be racing for the championship in 2 weeks at Texas Motor Speedway, but of course he'll get through Iowa next week too, and I'll be able to not have to worry about that too much when it's all over with. So, with that said, I'm out. As I always like to say, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know what I've been for. Strong.